somewhere deep inside, in a place you seem to hide from before you could divide. Maybe there's someone you forgot. Make it just to make it on somebody's list of expectations, creating your frustration. Don't you know there's something else so special that you've got? Something you think you're not. You know it's all a lie. Feels like part of you has died since the moment you first cried. Maybe there's someone you forgot. How you doing? I'm going to quickly introduce, we got Marcus over here. Lucas, his brother. And it's their first time on tour, ever. Wow. So, and this is our first English show. So the last time they were here, they were just tots. Tater tots. I like making him laugh. Him?
It's too easy.
And of course, my family friend, Clifford Rutherford on the drums. He's my brother. Absolutely. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming. And here's the song. This tour is one thing that's really special, that my sons are with me. And how good they are is really lucky for me. And then the first record that I made is called Organica, which they grew up on, so we're playing as many as we can from that one. It was only available on CD up until about a month ago, so it's now on vinyl. I always wanted to do that. 2002, so it's been 23 years, and now it's on vinyl. can't understand. Such a long way to go, but nobody really knows. What's new? What's new in England? Same old, same old?
Much worse.
The sun's out.
The sun is out.
That's pretty neat.
If it stays like that, will you complain about it?
Eventually, yeah.
So we're going to play a couple more songs and then we're going to bring up a special guest. And then maybe another special guest. We've got a lot of friends here. My friend Dave Heaton's here, Bill Hunt's here, and Tom's on sound. Thank you, Tom. He's amazing. Let's do Sergio. Sergio, my uncle. high, gets to talking, no one thinks he's up apart. Sometime later, if you remember what he said to you before, you'll feel better, 'cause he's opened up the door. He's here for you when he's there, but nobody can see him. Don't have complaints, they think he's the same and always glad that he came. He knows the end of the game, it's on in the rain, and there will be no rain. He wears a hat, has a mustache in a Zappa kind of way. His nose is holding cheap sunglasses for those extra sunny days. For today, not for tomorrow, and siesta after play. All the best to everyone, he always says. Well, he used to drink from a 40-ounce bottle. Now those days are over. Betty Ford and the good Lord gave him much to see how great he really is. Thank you. All right, so music, so this next song is the title track to my latest album, solo album. It's called Double Mind. And this song is one that I've not really played very much in my life, except for when the album first came out. And then, but now I've been having the two-day pleasure of Hey, let's just go with Neil Young. But these guys are amazing. They're just like killing it. It's nice. It's fresh minds, double minds.
All right.
God forbid that Thank you so much. You can buy that one on vinyl over there or CD. We got all these T-shirts, which you can model for us. Those were hand silk-screened. That's a Hammond organ. That's the drawbars. I don't know, Bill. What setting is that? A4. Just make something up.
G6 small.
Yes, there it is. Oh, Bill, actually, would you like to join us? Yeah. He's got some reed instrument here. Is it reeds? Are they considered? Now, give a big hand to Bill. He's come down from Tewkesbury today. These guys bought these shirts yesterday in Stourport, just near Worcester, charity shop. And they're matching almost. £3.50 each. In stereo. There's like 7.
Still paying for your kids.
to the show. Yeah. Let me introduce to you. We've got Lucas Celia, who's going to play and sing a song. I'm going to tell you about it.
Yeah. So, I'm Lucas. Two brothers, stuff here. That's on drums. Not fighting. Unless you give us 40 beers for this. This song is by a band from Halifax, Nova Scotia called The Inbreds.
Wow. I think they were from around here.
Because you cut them before?
You're gonna read from right.
But yeah, the song is called Noah's Cage, and hope you like it.
Lucas. And his little brother, Marcus, is a songwriter. He's been writing tunes for quite a while now. He picked up the guitar in year 2020. And he's been playing only for a few years, but he's pumping out these tunes, and I'd love for him to play one of his latest songs. You want to talk?
Yeah. Thanks, Dad. Seriously. I was serious. Yeah, we're gonna play one of my tunes. I just released it a couple weeks ago before leaving for tour, and it's called Burn. So if you like it, you can pretty much find it anywhere on the interweb. Yeah. Even a music video floating around on YouTube.
Inside me, aside of you. Feel forever what you left in my hand. Yeah, I want it dead. Caught those pictures out of memory. Yeah, what were they supposed to be? Leave you lonely, watch you kill me slowly. Not today, tomorrow isn't real. Can I learn how to feel? Hide me open. It's okay, it's not me. Yeah, what are we supposed to be? You didn't have to go. You're everything I have. Don't make me feel so bad. I just wanted you to know you didn't have to go and make me feel so bad, so bad, so
Thank you. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm a happy dad.
But are you slap happy?
Slap happy pappy. So is Cliff. He's got two little boy and girl at home. I tell you, I'm slap happy attitude. Who said that, by the way?
Just laugh at that.
It's like a Eeyores.
Wake up. They're gonna be the cross section.
The kids? Those kids are gonna be dressed.
The grass section? Oh,
Yeah.
Someday. Very good. Nice. Oren is a drummer, right? Yeah, absolutely. Both sing, both play. They're just weak, they're just like the snow. Berries. They came from Iceland. Alright, here's a single of mine. It's called Wake Up Again. It should be on the next record whenever I get to it.
Where will you be when you're alone? Somewhere statistics have shown. Don't know how it feels to feel at home. Everyone around you is unknown. Travel the world to sing a song, in hopes that I could sing along. If we all just give peace a chance, instead we have to dance and dance. Go back to sleep, wake up again, make up for when. Go back to sleep, wake up again, make up for when. Now that you're really all alone, feel all the weight of the rolling stone, just fall into the deep of it. You think you can't get out of this. Yes, then the radio turns on. Ghost in the room plays a love song. Realize nothing matters except when your ego goes splatter. Go back to sleep, wake up again, wake up again. Go back to sleep, wake up again, wake up.
Should we do yeah. So here's one from the debut album, Organica. And it's one that I also don't play very often, if at all. And it's called He's a Caterpillar. And it's about my old mate, friend, band member, who was smoking a lot of drugs at the time. Remind me to tune this before the people come next time. You know why, Marcus?
Is that an original battery in it?
It was a bet. David Bowie bet me that I couldn't use this in a song. Not true. One, two. He never has to grieve.
He's a caterpillar.
As long as there is leaves,
He's a caterpillar.
he hides in his paper,
He's a caterpillar.
and he minds his own business.
Like a caterpillar.
He talks with a smiling frown, walks like a circus clown, always looking for something to eat, with eyes determined on a special treat. And there's music always playing in his head. He's happy in his caterpillar bed. He talks with a smiling frown, walks like a circus clown.
turns on the light. High in the tree, by the side, nobody warned me. You'll pay the price, and sin más.
Oh yeah, that was something like that, yeah. We want to thank Brian Eno. Yeah. Well, it's interesting because that's a little thing called a nebula phone. They don't even make them anymore. But Lucas, when he was how old? 10 years old, discovered it online and I ordered it for him. And we had to solder the whole thing together. And it's basically a mini move. It has all the same features in a small little section. And I ended up kind of borrowing it from him for years. And then I put it on songs and then I took it on tour and I would mess around sometimes, but then it broke. And he found another one. This one, here in England. It's very rare that somebody had one, we're so lucky. So if you find one, let me know.
I had one.
Come on, £1,000.
I had one and I gave it to Lindsay as a Christmas present, so he probably still have it.
Oh, okay. Cool, we're staying upstairs.
It's brand new in a box.
Oh, wow. They're amazing.
I got it in a car window.
They're a lot of fun.
I don't know what they're called, one of those.
Thanks, Lucas. Welcome back, Will Hunt, to the stage. And this is a short one. It's also a title track to one of my albums. It's called This Isn't Here. This world isn't here.